Like she's always looking out for the next worst thing that could happen.
Knock, knock. Gotcha, bitch!
Self-doubt in relationships is like such an interesting phenomenon, because it's like, why are you doubting yourself? This person is in a loving, committed relationship with you. Why can't you just believe it? Like, why can't you believe that someone would want to be with you? Why can't you believe that someone would want to love you? Why can't you believe that you're worthy? Like, why is that so hard to believe? I get it that we all crave that affection. We all crave that like affirmation, that reassurance from time to time. But at the end of the day, if you have self-doubt and you don't feel worthy in and of yourself, there's no amount of reassurance from a man or from anybody that is going to make you believe that you're beautiful and that they are being faithful. It's crazy how two people can be in the same relationship and one person can be like, I love her so much, I adore her, and the other person can be so insecure, so anxious, and be like, oh my gosh, all men cheat, he's probably cheating on me. Oh my gosh, my nose is too big, this, that. It's like we're living in two parallel realities right next to each other. And this is why I've always thought that having a good relationship with yourself and with your own mind and accepting yourself is more important and comes first and comes before having that romantic partner or needing that romantic partner to love and accept you. Because even with all the love in the world, if you don't accept yourself and if you don't love yourself, you'll never believe that anybody else can accept you and can love you. I've seen this so many times. I mean, this is literally self-sabotage in a relationship. We've all had that friend where she literally just wears her relationship to death until the other person just can't deal with it anymore, can't deal with the insecurities. She's so jealous, she's always calling. And it's not because he's cheated, but it's just because somewhere deep inside, she really doesn't believe that someone like that can truly love her. And so it's like she's always kind of in that protection mode, that fight or flight mode. Like she's always looking out for the next worst thing that could happen. And because of that, the relationship almost like manifests itself to an end. I've learned to trust people when they tell me that they love me. I've learned to trust people when they tell me that I'm beautiful. I've learned to trust people when they tell me that they're faithful and that there's no other girl in the universe that could ever compare to me. I've learned to trust that because, not because I'm stupid or because I'm gullible, but because I know I'm worthy. I know I'm that girl. I know that I could be the girl that no guy would ever cheat on. I know that I could be that girl. I know that I am that girl that's worthy enough to be loved fully, wholly, completely, and in the right way. I know that I'm worthy of that. And so when somebody else tells me, it doesn't sound far-fetched. It doesn't sound insane. It doesn't sound bizarre. It doesn't sound crazy. It sounds like, yeah, that's what I deserve. I've learned to accept myself, and I've learned to love myself more than anybody else could ever love me. I've done a lot of mirror work, which is essentially where you stand in front of the mirror a few times every day and you basically just say kind words to yourself. I am beautiful. I am loved. I am safe. You look good. Your nose looks good. You're the perfect weight. I love you. You're the most beautiful girl in the universe. You're the loveliest girl I've ever known. I've learned to just look myself deep in the eyes and say those things to myself. And I didn't used to understand why telling myself all these affirmations essentially in the mirror would even make a difference, because I'm thinking, well, I just want to be loved. I just want him to love me. I want him to think those things about me. Why does it matter if I tell myself these things? Well, it matters, because if you don't tell yourself, then who will? If you don't believe that about yourself, then how can somebody else believe that and think that about you? I think I've said this in almost nearly every single video I've done, but everybody is our mirror. People mirror our energy. And so if I haven't accepted myself, if I don't think that I'm that girl, if I don't think I'm her, if I don't think that I'm that Beyonce level chick, how can anybody else think that about me? And how can I want validation so much from somebody else? I want somebody else to tell me that, so I will believe that about myself, right? But the thing is, even when you hear it from somebody else, even when you get that validation from the outside, you won't even accept it. You'll still be looking for the next worst thing to roll around the corner. You'll still be expecting people to do you dirty. You'll still be expecting people to use you, abuse you, and dump you, because that's what you think of yourself. That's where your self-esteem is, because you have not learned to love and accept yourself.
We'll return after these messages.
Je vous parle d'un temps que les moins de 20 ans ne peuvent pas connaître. On marque en ces temps-là, accrochés ces lilas jusque sous nos fenêtres. Si l'humble garni qui nous servait de nid ne payait pas de mine, c'est là qu'on s'est connus, moi qui criais famine et toi qui posais nu. La bohème, ça voulait dire on est heureux. La bohème, nous ne mangions qu'un jour sur deux.
I used to think that hearing it from other people, oh, you're pretty, oh, you look like this, I used to think that that's what would make me feel good and make me feel happy and safe and loved. But in reality, I didn't find that peace and that confidence that I was really looking for until I began to develop that relationship with myself, until I started talking to myself in the mirror, until I started intentionally honing that relationship that I had with myself. We don't even realize it, but like when you look into the mirror, you just automatically go, oh my gosh, I need this, I need to get my hair done, I need this thing. You just automatically kind of like zone into all your imperfections. It just happens like subconsciously, right? And so this is how you're talking to yourself. You're constantly criticizing yourself all the time in your head. If you don't like pay attention, that's really what's happening, because your ego is thinking that, okay, if I tell her all these things that she needs to fix, then she'll be perfect and everybody else will accept her. But in reality, like, there's a person inside of that place. There's a real person inside of that place that needs your love. There's a human being, there's a spirit, there's a soul inside of me that just craves so desperately to be loved and accepted by me. They just want to be good enough. I've learned that I need to be my own best friend. I've learned that I need to be the love of my life before anybody else can be the love of my life. I need to be my own best friend, and I need to be the love of my life. And once I am my own best friend, once I treat myself well, once I pour into myself, once I'm the own love of my life, once I love on myself unrelentingly, then nobody can ever take that away. I can never lose the love of my life. I can never lose somebody and be left in shambles and not know who I am and not know who's gonna be there to love me, because I love me and I'm never gonna leave me. And no matter what happens, I'll always be the loveliest girl in the universe. No matter what happens, no matter who comes, no matter who goes, I will always be the loveliest girl that I've ever known. Guys, if you like this content format of video where I'm just kind of sharing my shower thoughts with you guys, and I'm not gonna cut and edit the video or anything like that, I'm kind of just gonna leave it as it is. I want this to be a vulnerable space where I practice my speech. No, I'm kidding. But I want this to be a vulnerable space where I can just be myself and where you guys can really get to know the true me. Because YouTube, in order to keep people watching to the end of the video and grab everyone's attention, I feel like I need to edit a video and cut it up to pieces and add in memes and add in this and Ken Burns. But at the end of the day, it's just not me anymore. It's not me. If me and you were friends and I want us to be like all best friends here, like I don't just want to be entertainment for you guys, I want us to like have a relationship, then we need to hang out like best friends hang out. If you were sitting across from me right now today, this is how I would be. I wouldn't have memes. I wouldn't have funny this or that or the other. It would literally just be like this. And so I just want to be enough. So I'm gonna just post this video, but let me know if you guys like this, if you're enjoying this, if you feel like you're getting to know me in more of a raw and real way. Like, let me know if this is even, if I should keep doing this. But yeah, thank you guys, and let's chat next time. Bye.
Bye, have a great time.